This is
Okay.
Woodland Ziada, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the one and only LiJ KERAi. He is from Brooklyn, not the Bronx,
Brooklyn, baby.
from
It's all right.
Brooklyn.
I got family all over, including the Bronx. It's all good.
I love it. Well, listen, I was born in Brooklyn, but raised in Westchester, Pelham Manor, which is right on the border of the Bronx. I know the
Are
Bronx
you serious?
very
My
well.
my 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 daughter is from Westchester, actually. She was born out there in Hastings. So yeah.
Beautiful. Hastings on Hudson. What a gorgeous
Yep, yep,
park.
yep.
But this is about you, my friend. I want
Bless.
to know, first and foremost, where were you born in Brooklyn, and who were your artistic influences growing up, LiJ?
Okay, well, I'm born in East Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. I definitely want to shout out everyone out there. It's not that easy living growing up there, man. It was a lot of shots on my block. You know, it was a hard block to grow up on, but it was nothing but love. You know, it was a lot of family out there too. You know, we stuck together, and I definitely have to say my influences musically. My first off, I got love for my mom and my dad. They grew like they weren't together when I was, growing up. They were divorced when I was 3, but they were always together for us, for the kids, for my sister and I, and the musical influence. My mom was always playing like, let's see, oldies. She loved oldies, classics. And my dad was always playing eclectic stuff, and Bob Marley was always playing through the house. You know what I mean? And I just love them for that. I grew up on Third World. My uncle's Ibo Cooper from Third World, so I grew up with reggae in my blood. My family's from Jamaica. I'm first generation American. My sister and I, and my little brother. And yeah, so music
That's
is all
incredible.
through us.
And I
Mhm.
love that, you're able to carry the baton of your family through your incredible artistry. I want to know,
Yes.
was there an aha moment for you, LiJ, in your childhood or young adulthood when you were like, you know what, I'm gonna take a crack at this and go for it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I grew up. My mom always like took us to plays and stuff. Growing up, even though we grew up in the hood, she was like, you're not hood, even though you grew up here. I'm gonna expand your knowledge. She took us to different plays and like the Nutcracker. She'd take us every year growing up, take some kids from the neighborhood and everything. But what really opened me up, aside from the church plays that she had me in, was in 5th grade. Um, I was bused to an elementary school in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn, mostly white neighborhood, kind of different from where I grew up, which was mostly brown and black. But my first my first teacher in a long time was actually black, and she put on a play, right? And by that time I was pretty jaded with the plays, and I was in like almost every musical in school and everything, and I was just like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And she's like, there's a part in it where it's about racism, and they needed a person of color to play a certain role, and I was like, I'm not doing it. And there weren't a lot of people in my classroom at the time that were of color. So she begged me, she took me aside and she was like, listen, I need you to do this for us. Come on, there's no one else that can portray that, us like us. So I ended up doing it. And the day of the play, I mean, the whole auditorium was full and everything. And I just had like one line in the play. You know what I mean? I was asking this kid to play basketball with me and he turns me down because I'm black. But as soon as I came out, like the whole crowd from my neighborhood just started cheering, like, yeah, we don't have and I didn't even get my line out yet. And they were like going crazy for me. And I'm like, okay, I said my line, I did my thing, and I bounced. You know what I mean? And after that, I just caught the bug. I'm like, is this what it's like? I'm like, oh my God. So I was a little ego right there as a child. But growing up after that, I became more in depth with my craft and
Mm.
the knowledge of it and the history of it. And just, I grew to love it. It's just a blessing. So it
Wow.
started out that way, but it's grown into more than just that. So,
That's
yeah.
amazing. Well, listen, I can relate how lucky we are as artists to have the support of our parents to pursue our
Yeah.
bliss. Listen, I can speak with you all day, but before I get to my final question, LiJ, I want to let everyone know, for more on the incredible LiJ, you can read more about him right below this video. LiJ, I'm so excited you're coming on board this incredible new social media app, FENIX360, connecting artists not only here in this country, but around the world. I want to
Yes.
know, for the young artists out there, I feel like you're one that is a fabulous mentor to young people. I want to know, what advice could you give to young artists out there who may be struggling a little bit with kind of igniting their creativity during these tough times?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I definitely have to give credit where it's due, and that's to the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, God, the Creator. Just make sure you commune with that source, because it lives in you. And I don't know if you read my bio, but I did have a near-death experience where I actually went into the light and I spoke to the Creator, and he gave me a wonderful meditation. He healed me because at the time I was there for alcohol overdose. I don't drink anymore. I wasn't a good drinker at all. But I spoke to the Creator, and he said he lives in all of us. No matter how you get to him, just get to him. Everyone has their own door to him. You can go through Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Haile Selassie, however you get there. He even said a unicorn, and I'm not gonna laugh. I laughed when he said unicorn, but years later, it's come to pass where they're just so popular. And just get to God. No matter how you do it, just find that inner source, because he lives in you. If you don't connect to source, that's the foundation of it all. And before I do anything, I pray. I make sure that it is what my spirit is in tune with, and I just go for it. So I suggest that to everyone.
Well, Liz,
Start there.
that is such great advice. And listen, I'm with you when it comes to that type of spirituality. And I think if there was a time when all of us as humans to be still and to listen to that source, and
Yes.
it's been now. And I'm so grateful that the world has someone like you to spread that light and
Oh,
love
bless.
through your artistry, Liz.
Love wise, my brother. Love wise.
Well, listen, I'm so excited. Again, you're coming on board this fabulous new social
Yes.
media
Thank
app,
you.
but I'm also excited that we're connected now, Liz. Thank you so much for
Yes.
your time
Thank you so
today.
much, brother Will. Blessings, man.
God
And
bless you.
congrats on all of your endeavors, man. You got a lot of accolades. I looked you up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Bless,
my friend.
man.
Thank
I
you.
look forward to working with you one day, man.
I would love it. I would absolutely love it.